So if you've been following the news and seeing the supply chain issues as well as shortages, you know there's never been a better time to stock up on food and water. It's time to prep like your life depends on it because, quite frankly, it does. No one's coming to save you. Prices are only going to continue to rise, gas is going to keep going up, and that will cause the cost of goods to keep climbing. Today I'm going to show you an option out there for your preps, some new items from Valley Food Storage, and we're going to try them out and see if they're any good. So let's check them out. Alright folks, welcome back. So these are some new items from Valley Food Storage that were sent to me to check out. And they're so new, in fact, that I noticed that the label on there that says meat bucket has been replaced over a long-term food kit. So they are brand new. They do come in the bucket like that. And we're going to talk about the food first. Then we'll get into the water storage, because the water storage is actually something I'm going to use. Very, very handy. Very, very neat. But I'm going to move this out of the way. We'll get into it separately when we're done with the meat. This is their meat bucket, okay? Pure premium USDA meat from the USA. Now, what do they mean by pure? Well, that means no rice, no fillers, no additives, just 100% pure meat, dehydrated. And you're not going to find freeze-dried meat of this quality pretty much anywhere else. So, we're going to check out and show you what's inside. I'm going to pop the box here, which I already have. You're going to get 3 of each of containers here. This one here is freeze-dried pork crumbles. So basically sausage. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Freeze-dried chicken dices, okay? And of course you get 3 of those. And I'm going to save you having to dig through all this stuff. We'll get to the bottom. Chicken. Freeze-dried chicken dices. I'm sorry, you're going to get 4 of each. That was my mistake, okay? And lastly on the bottom, I know I'm making a mess here, but I want to show you everything. You're going to get 4 of the freeze-dried beef crumbles, okay? These are beef salt, beef stock, natural flavorings. That's it. This is all pure inside here. No extra additives. I want to get another one here to show you. Here we go here, okay? Ingredients, white chicken and salt. And you can see all the information here. 25 milligrams of sodium per serving. Half cup is the serving. And what I like about this, and other companies tend to fail to do this sometimes, is they give you a serving size. It's a half cup of freeze-dried chicken to 1 cup of boiling water. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare each one, and we're going to try it out. I'm going to do it off camera because I don't want the video to be 35 minutes. I'm going to boil the 1 cup of water for each one of these particular meats and show you what it looks like when it's hydrated. But first I want to show you what it looks like dehydrated. So let me get some cups out here and we'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so here we go. We got everything in there. Very easy to open. Very easy to deal with. Now again, the main selling point of this stuff is your shelf life. You're going to have a really long shelf life with these. We're looking at 20 to 25 years for each item. They are freeze-dried. Now actually I had a piece of that. The beef crumbles are actually pretty darn good, even freeze-dried. I wanted to see what they tasted like just plain. So this is your chicken. Okay. That's your beef crumbles. And that is your pork sausage crumbles. And like I said in the beginning, you're going to be getting 4 of these per thing. So you're going to get 4 bags. That's a pretty darn long supply of food for you there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up 3 cups of water. And we are going to individually portion them out and hydrate these and see what they taste like and show you what they look like and how easy this is to do. Alright, so I got my little homemade propane burner in here I set up a while back. I did a video on this one. We're just going to put 3 cups of water on here. Let it boil. Then we'll measure it back out in the cup and do each one of these and hydrate them and see how they come out. Alright, so it's definitely boiling. I caught it right before it started to spill. Alright, one of the nice things about the stove is you can pick up the handles because it's kind of shielded. I built this a while back. You can probably find the video online on my page. It's just a silverware holder that I put a isobutane stove in. So we got 1 cup in there. Okay. 1 cup in here. And again too, if you find that this stuff hydrates and you have to dump out a little of the water, that's not a problem. I've done that before many times with dehydrated or freeze-dried food. There we go. Alright, we're going to let that sit. I believe they say, what do they say? Let's sit for 5 minutes and drain off excess liquid. So that's what we're going to do, and I'll bring you back in a few minutes when this is all hydrated and ready to go. Alright, been about 7 minutes actually. And everything is nice and soft and ready to go. We're going to try out the sausage crumbles first here. And there. They look great. Let's try them. Perfect. And actually pretty tasty too. Next up's hamburger. That's what it looks like up close. Yeah. Just tastes like plain hamburger. Very good. Lastly is your chicken. Let's try a piece of that out. Awesome. Yep. I could easily see putting this in some kind of Alfredo, like chicken Alfredo with noodles, chicken burritos, whatever you want to do. You definitely do it with that. So, now I will tell you one thing I noticed. The chicken dices take a little bit longer to hydrate, and that's why I went 7 minutes instead of 5 minutes. These were done probably in 4 minutes. Those took a little while longer, probably because they're a little fuller, a little thicker, and these are very small, you know, as far as the surface area on them. So, definitely good stuff. I'm impressed. Doesn't taste full of preservatives, and I wish more freeze-dried companies would move towards this. Instead of giving us the packaged meals in these buckets, give us ingredients like a vegetable bucket, a pasta bucket, a meat bucket. That way we're free to decide how we want to do stuff, because not everybody wants the same old, chicken and rice or, chicken soup or whatever. Not everybody wants the same thing over and over and over again. So it's nice to be able to make your own meals and your own decisions, and augmented with your own food storage. This is awesome. I mean, I could easily see myself putting this together with some powdered eggs from Thrive, putting it together with some eggs from freeze-dried wholesalers, wherever, and making a great meal out of it. So you augment this with your own food storage, maybe a can of Alfredo, a little bit of the chicken, some pasta, you're good to go. Anyway, let's move on to the last item. This is all 25-year shelf life here, made in the USA, USDA certified, and 100% pure protein. So it's definitely good stuff. Let's move on to the last item, and these are the stackable water containers. Alright, so we're back with the water storage now. So if you've made the common sense decision to store emergency food, of course you're going to need to store clean water to rehydrate that food. You're going to be able to ensure clean water put away in these containers. These things are built like tanks. They are awesome. They're 5 gallons each, right? BPA free, HDPE plastic. They are stackable. They have grooves and handles in front. And for 3 of them, I have the other 2 on the floor. For 3 of them, they are $99.95. Awesome deal. I've seen the smaller 30-gallon little buckets for like around $200 on some sites. And the 55-gallon drums, plastic ones, they've been crazy. This is pretty much made from that same material as a 55-gallon drum. It is really, really thick. It does come with a spigot in each one, which will go in here. You will have to cut that piece out if you want that. Personally, I'm not going to use it yet. Maybe if I was using this every day to rotate water through. You also have this piece up top here. This can come off. You can either pop a hole in there for better drainage, or you can cut that off and run a hose from one to the other, all 3 put together. So you get a good look at it. The thing is really built well. You see the bottom here. And this is how they'll stack. You put 1, 2, and 1 in the middle. And these grooves will line up with everything, and you'll be able to, I don't know if you can see the grooves there. They'll line up with everything, and you'll be able to stack it really, really well. Now the reason I picked these up, and these were ones I picked up, is because I wanted to make sure that I have fresh water. Right now, the buckets I'm using, not buckets, I'm sorry, the 5-gallon water jugs that I'm using, I have 3 of them back behind in my wall there, where my storage is, along with, I have tons of water stored, but I have 3 older ones, and they came with me from California when I moved about, 18 years ago, and they were kind of old then, and sun-beaten, and, they're just not the best. They were kind of something that I had left over from, the old days when I first started prepping, so I figured these would make an awesome replacement. Having 3 of these put together, going to look really, really well compared to the old ones. I'm going to give you a quick look at what we're talking about with the older buckets there, the older containers, and we'll see why I move with these. So hang on one sec. Let me show you that real quick. So there they are, the 3 up top there. All the rest of my buckets, all the rest of my containers are new. And don't worry about the last one. Yes, I know it looks like sewage water. That is actually a very, very old one that unfortunately sat out in the sun too long. That's the color of it. But I figure, you know what? Let's get rid of all those 3, toss them out and put in some fresh, clean containers, because I've had those containers the longest. And I noticed too that they're also kind of low, so they're also evaporating a bit, and they were only rotated about a year ago. So what we're going to do is replace those with those three. So anyway, let's wrap up the video. I'll bring you back over to the table. We'll wrap up the video and give you an idea of what all this stuff costs and where you can pick it up. Okay, so quickly to rehash, you've got 3 of those 5-gallon buckets made from HDPE plastic. They are all BPA free, stackable. They're $99.95 for 3 of them. They stack together. I'll show you quickly. The other 2 are sitting down here on the floor. Not enough room on the table for them. So I am, after this video is done and edited and everything, I'm going to do that. That's my project today. We're going to rotate out that water and rotate out some other water on that shelf there too as well. Next up, we have the freeze-dried meat. Now that meat is on sale. That bucket's on sale right now, $100 off if you go check out where I'm going to point you to on my links down below. If you're interested in that, definitely a good time to pick it up. It is USDA certified. There's no junk in it. It's pure protein, freeze-dried meat, nice, high-quality stuff, clean, and it's got 25-year shelf life. So trust me, that's going to be going into my preps as well, because I like that more and more freeze-dried companies are moving away from the heavy sodium, the heavy preservatives, and allowing you to make your own food. They give you the raw ingredients and you decide what to do with it. If I've got pasta stored, if I've got rice stored, whatever, I can mix that together, maybe make a sauce and make myself something that's a little bit better than, say, your typical Mountain House lasagna or whatever, that comes in an envelope. So I really do like that they're starting to move towards that way, because a lot of us preppers know how to cook and we want to make our own stuff. So definitely some good deals. I will leave you a link down below. You can check them out. The first one's going to be to the meat bucket. The second one's going to be to the water containers. I really like the water containers. That's going to be something that I'm going to immediately use. Matter of fact, can't wait to wrap up the video because I'm going to put them up there right away. And I'm going to get rid of those older 3 water containers. They've been around for a long time. And I particularly like these a little bit better, and they seem to be a little sturdier and better made. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. The 2 links will be down below for these 2 items if you're interested in them. Like I said, that comes in a 3-pack, so I don't think it's just one. And don't forget to check out all our other links. We have our Amazon affiliate store down there. Below that is our freeze-dried wholesaler link. That link saves you 15% on your order. No codes, no nothing. Click the link, go there, boom, 15% saved when you check out, just for using my link. Our My Patriot Supply link, that's preparewithiridium.com. Got some good food deals there as well. And a bunch of other stuff too. It's not just food. Go check it out. Preparewithiridium.com, and our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store as well. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget to get stocked up. I think we're in for some rather difficult times in our local grocery stores. And stay safe, stay prepared.